Monsoon on the Acid Moonz. Acid Monsoon on the Acid Moonz. Acid Monsoon on the Acid Moonz. Fantastic rule. Never downplay the terror and dread in the doomer's head. You will shed first blood if you press to get shot or slash, stab, mangled with wrath, tangled and cast out of the mortal plane fast at last to land in the realm of the dead, or was seen by the Lord of Dread and Death, Bhalzeroth, aka Lord Baal, the Doom Judge, teller of your very last tale. As its rain hails like purple shots that burn where they hit and melt, searing skin and flesh smelt, even iron and steel, the Lion of Azaloth. In the southern reach, the mad mauling lord of dauntless beasts, forever the western north shall freeze in the never-ending doom on the Acid Moonz, in the acidic monsoon of the acid dawn. He came north of the jagged mounts with massive claws ready to tear apart any heart. The keeper of the emerald shard of Azure Dragonheart, the lavish Lord of Dragoncast. The city in the south, in the desert of Shogun, never-ending doom on the Acid Moonz. The massive lion will soon consume those who swoon. The eldritch moons in the hope of fame and fortune, and soon it will rule the lands of Rune-Trees in the middle, west and east of Thal Drazark, the Lion-Lord, Aslangarth Dragonheart, the Thane of Azure Dragoncast, warlock of Bhalzeroth. He would though meet the Doom Herald, tried to tear apart, but the Doom Herald lifted his antimatter staff, the blackened ash staff of maddened arts, the dark mad archmage, main black arcane art staff, also known as the black rat, white maddening, Doom Jasmine fast, master staff, glad mother wrath, the sapient artifact and main weapon he had, and also ready grim demise to slice off the lion's pride, its massive beastly head. All for the chief of dread and death, Bhalzeroth slash Bhalzeroth slash Baal slash Bane, Doom Banner, Moon Jammer, Goon Dammer, Suit Swagger, Rune Breaker, Doom Hammer, Doom Matter, the mad wild dappling duck of death, damnation and destruction. That was his function, total obstruction of the lion's task. Dragonheart, Aslangarth should not have tried to ambush and outsmart the Doom Herald on that exact day of Yard in the future past. First slain, first dead since he crept from the crypt in the Ashenrune Catacombs, the necropolis where his obelisk stood, his home field, his neighborhood. It was all good when he murdered the big cat like he really should, to the dread of even mad cat, bad god masked elven shaft. It was the best cat he ever had, the familiar of Raal-Baaz, the Archarchon, who guided madmen in personas, the fleeting stardom, out of boredom. How come he would kill such a sacred beast? Cause it brought crazy glee to slay with ease. For most mortals, deadly enemies, the little keys in his chains were for the mortuary of the estranged, mad deranged archmage, aka the Doom Herald. Why was the lion sin? Why was his master's quarrel? To serve the archfiend Bhalzeroth, the Doom Herald wandered far unknown through Kandalar towards Moonhill Keep and Moonhill Keep. He didn't care that the stupid beast had given him a wounded knee. Soon he would burn down the Runic Tree in Moonhill Keep to ground and breathe in the waves of each sacred branch and leaf. And soon he would become Kandalar's new Chancellor and Master Chief. The first step in his master plan is grand scheme. The beginning of his acid dream of how to smash the queens of the Acid Moonz, both that calls him Acid Monsoon. The likes of which have never been thought to exist. That will give him the kicks in a big way that Doom Herald dreamt big. They would give him the legs to twin chicks, and he would bring Doom the Thal Drazark sick. Next thing he arrived in Moonhill Keep and saw Bhalzeroth, the giant demon god, the Runic Tree. The mighty Free wasn't ready for the trip that came. Doom Herald simply made the heaven pour acid rain, which hurt Bhalzeroth, who didn't wear a thing on his head. His bald skull was mad irritated to think of when you get stung by bees and try to duck. That was how he moved, the colossal beast Bhalzeroth. Then the Doom Herald struck grim demise down in his foot and climbed up on it, climbed all the way to his roof. Chakra area, then stabbed his left ball to the great intense pain of the demon lord who had the gall to stab him in his knees, which began to bleed. He bowed down and the Doom Herald ran with speed up his back, then made a mad attack at his neck, slicing, dicing, mad hacking and slashing, boom back, doom gashing, boom stabbing and root smashing of Doom Jasmine, fast master staff, glad matter wrath. Matter of fact, he did the big fiend until it was dead, both in the neck and on its head. When he climbed further up, he cracked the beast's thick skull with an absurd stab squash, and thus the guardian of the Moonhill Keep was soon perma-asleep, his soul back in the deep black abyss, while the Doom Herald crept towards the Runic Tree of Azaloth. Why? To burn it, of course. And with a mad flame spell he caused the tree to catch fire. And after that the Doom Herald vanquished the sire of the keep, the one who called Lord Zurin Ghee. Another soon forgotten name struck out of realities. Book of souls, the ancient scrolls of the ruler Raal-Baaz. The Doom Herald knew the future past, who ruled at last. Through the mouth, who's the best, who can stand against Luthric Ash and his movement to conquer and rule the whole stupid entirety of the sad, shattered sorrows of Thal Drazark. He did it so he could ascend to Baal, put himself the divinium god from the slaying of Bhalzeroth, empowered him and made him more strange, more deranged properly, but he was already fully insane and quite aware of it, frankly and truly. He soon drank from the sap of the sacred Runic Tree while it burned, rejuvenating his old puny body. Soon he had the vigor of eternal fresh youth, as if he had eaten some of Eden's ripe delicious fresh fruits. In his pursuit of ill and glory, fortune and power, he would devour every Runic tree, spirit and shower the mad shattered realms with acid rains. The hour of doom was in. He now had the power to swoon most of the jinn, but he aimed for none the less than the moon mistresses, whom he sought to make his wives in the doom he would bring upon Thal Drazark. All that mattered was there were two Runic trees left, one in Shadow Dark and one in the Golden Tree Dale, so-called Archarchon. By the blue lanterns like starlight's welcome abode, he was full of melancholy and dark hope for the future. Past he knew he would become a most suitable suitor, that he would woo both of the moons with eternal love bloom, raining acid monsoon, never-ending doom on the Acid Moonz. 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 Acid Monsoon on the Acid Moonz. Luthric Ash with the hazardous runes. blasted with rune. In never-ending doom under Acid Moon.